Hello. Maureen Sky. Let's see. Silver Senior Chatty Sky. Coming at you. That's right. You, my subscriber, my viewer, my friend, my people. You. I'm talking to you. I'm in my car. It is June 23rd. I've had several appointments. I've been to Brattleboro, Vermont. Right now I'm in Turner's Falls. Just picked up some meds at my pharmacy, and I thought I'd do another, video. I have one getting ready to post, so this will be video number 2 that I'll be posting since Eddie passed. I have Eddie's ashes in my car right now as we speak. And boy, let me tell you, when I went into the funeral home today in Brattleboro, Vermont, to pick them up, I was just not prepared, evidently. I thought I was. But when I found myself and very quickly through the doors and met the lady, and then in a room, and there I am, confronted with, the altar and his ashes, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I couldn't think. I just could not think. And the girl was very nice and understanding and helped me through the few awkward moments. And then I knelt down and said a few things like you would, and then I had to sign a couple things, and then she gave me the bag with the container of his ashes. And it was a little heavier than I realized. But here I am. I drove all the way home and I talked with him. But boy, that was just, I will never get over how it hit me. That's because my grieving, like everybody's grieving, is different. And I noticed it's different. It's like, I want to cry, and yet I stop myself. I haven't really cried. I cried at the very moment that I learned he passed, and I had my moments then, but I remember when my mother passed, I cried for days. I remember when my brother passed, I cried for days. Even having a dog, an animal, pass, I cried for days. And yet this time, Eddie was 91, and I was preparing myself, evidently. This is different for me. And, I'm not going to beat myself up or anything as far as the process. I'm just letting it naturally take me wherever it needs to take me. But I guess I'm questioning, why haven't I really cried that river of tears? And I'm grieving in a different way. I miss him so much throughout my day, and I'm fighting back those emotions. But we were together for almost 18 years and did everything together from day one of meeting each other. So it's just so different. I can't even explain it. Other than here we are. And I went and got my eyes checked too, because it was time, and I had to let them know that he passed, because we both would see the same eye doctor. And we I had to have my eyes checked on that one, and I'm good. They told me, the doctor told me that my eyes actually are not because I was worried that the diabetes, with my numbers being up lately and my A1C being much higher, I thought that maybe the diabetes was affecting my eyes, but that's not the case. And he did change up my prescription just a little. I have a cataract that was noted a year or so ago, and it's still maybe a little worse in this eye. So they're gonna watch that for the next year. But so far, my whole eye exam today wasn't too bad, and I'm kind of glad I had it. So I did a lot of errands today. Then I took myself in Brattleboro to a nice pizza and grinder place, and I got one of those gyro sandwiches. And I love those, but I have to say, they've changed something up in the way they're making them there, because the last 2 times I've gotten a gyro, the beef lamb is wicked salty. Unless it's just me finally noticing how salty they are. I don't know, but I noticed there was a lot more meat in it, which I could do with only half of the amount of meat they put in it. And I could do with more onions and tomatoes, would have been nice, and more of the sauce. That's how I would have liked it. And less salty. It just seems like it's so salty. So I will take note next time I go in there. I probably won't order those again. Not that it wasn't good. I ate it all. It was delicious in one sense, but just way too salty. Anyway, I came to the pharmacy because there's one med that I'm very much in need of, Entresto, for my heart. And they're saying that my doctor's office declined it, which Emily, the girl I see, would not decline it unless I'm not ready for a new supply, which tells me I have some in the house somewhere. I do that. I'll bring meds home in a bag, in a tote bag, and put them in the back room, and then I forget, because I'm thinking it's eBay stuff, and I don't get back to it for weeks. And I hope I don't already have the Entresto in my house somewhere, and I don't know it. But anyway, I wanted to do a video. I've been following a few new people on YouTube, which I find a little interesting. So anyway, just lots to do. I'm in the process of cleaning out my house. Friday, the auction guy's coming back to get more of the big pieces, which we recently cleaned out more bookcases and the hutch, and making sure bureaus and things are all emptied out, so if he wants them, he can take them, and start getting a little money back on this stuff, which is nice. And I like to see a young guy all dressed up coming out of work. Yeah. Hasn't lost it yet, right? Yeah. So anyway, it's been a busy day. I got to get back home now, but I did want to do a video and talk with all my viewers and keep you updated as I progress forward with this transition of my life. And the thing now is to just, my stamina lately, I've been tired, and I find myself sitting a lot, and I don't want to sit. I've got to keep busy. I've got to do this. And just wish my stamina was a little better. I've been taking my vitamin D and my B12 and trying to make sure I eat vegetables and stuff. But boy, protein. I don't know if this is just all part of the grieving, but I find myself very tired and just lacking energy. The energy I need right now, it's not there. So I got to do something to keep it going and stay motivated. You know, any suggestions there? I'm all for it. So anyway, guys, yeah, looks like mother, daughter, and father. I could sit and watch people all day. That's why I like to go to the beach. I could watch people forever at a beach. Yep. It tastes good. Lemonade. I made some lemonade earlier. It's refreshing. I bought myself a pretty blouse. I did manage to get into a thrift store, one of my favorites, up in Brattleboro, but knowing that I have a lot and I really shouldn't be picking up anything, I was good. I only spent $8 and some change. I bought one eBay item, and then I bought a blouse for me, so I'll show you. So the eBay item was this. I spent $3. It's from Peru. But I thought it was ornate and hammered and it's copper. It was just different. And for $3, I felt it was worth it to try to sell. On eBay. On eBay. It's got figures and the camel and a lot of symbols, and it says Peru, but it's just different. And for $3, I thought, well, okay, what can it's got a fancy handle, wooden and copper. And I thought, well, okay, it's got a little slight dents in it. It's got age to it, but I kind of like it like that too. So, but they're saying copper right now is making a comeback for sales. So we'll see. But I'm thinking, okay, I'd like to put it on for about, let's see, 17, 18, so that I get my money back and make a little bit. So we'll see. I think it's worth it. And then I just fell in love with this blouse. Now, I've gained a little weight in my stomach with this diabetes business. And all my tops feel tight. And I don't like, and I ended up going through my closet and pulling a lot and donating them because they just don't fit right anymore. And I hate to, a lot of them I've had for years. So this is an extra large, and for $5, I bought it because it's such a nice store, and they do their clothes up nice at this thrift. And this is from The Loft, and I just love how it's made, and I like the buttons on the side. I thought it'd be pretty with jeans or some nice, you know, like gray pants, or, you know, I have some gray capris pants or green or whatever, but what a pretty print, I thought. Yeah, and I just like the way it's made. But I like how the buttons are on this side, kind of dressy, and yet simple at the same time. And I like the buttons. It's well made. And, yeah. Let's see what and loose fitting, which I need that. Polyester spandex. Okay. All right. But we'll give it a whirl. And I'm sure it'll fit me and be comfortable. And I like the colors with some pretty little earrings. I got some earrings that'll go pretty with these. So anyway, that's what I bought for me. But Not that I really need a lot of clothes. I really don't need much of anything, but I did happen to get rid of a lot of my tops because they just weren't serving me. So I did pick that up for fun. A little bit of spending money, but I can't go crazy anymore, and I know that. So anyway, that's it. That's me for today, folks. But I did want to stay on top of things. I want to try to post more. So I hope you're doing well. I hope that the universe is providing nicely for you. That's always my hope and prayer. And until we meet again, I certainly hope the universe provides. I truly do. Thank you. And if you haven't, think about subscribing, hit like, share, all those good things. But most importantly, comment. Because your comment, I love your comments and I love to hear where you're from. But the comments also tell the algorithm what to do. And it shows that this channel's getting some engagement. And it helps boost the channels, which is what most of us YouTubers want. We want that engagement. So if you have a moment and you're so inclined, think about that. It would help me tremendously, and it would help all of us in the big scheme of things, because I can't do this without you guys. So think about that. I love you, and I'm going to let you go now. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Till we meet again. Bye-bye.